Oklahoma University Psych student appeals failing grade on Bible-based essay that ignored instructions and lacked any academic rigor. So I read this so that you don't have to. I also read the rubric and the instructor's comments. And yes, the student deserved to fail, but no, maybe not for the reason that you think. Here's page 1 of the assignment, by the way. You can find the whole thing very easily if you do want to put yourself through that. And here are the instructions and the grading criteria. Also very easy to find. Now, contrary to the framing in that subhead that I read at the beginning of this video, and contrary to the responses I've seen in a lot of places here, the problem wasn't a lack of academic rigor or a lack of citations, quotations, or plagiarism, or any sort of those more technical issues. Those would be perfectly valid reasons to fail somebody if they were a requirement, and they weren't. Now, the problem is here. This was a reaction paper. The student was supposed to discuss, apply, interpret, and it is supposed to be clearly tied to the article. And this is more subjective here, but it is also supposed to be thoughtful. And unfortunately for this student, it is not really all that clear that they read it at all. The article is never named. No specific claims or arguments or points of any kind are ever mentioned, much less engaged with. And all of that is without even addressing the question of whether it is appropriate in any sense or, deserving of credit when you turn a psychology paper into a theology one. And I would argue that it would be equally inappropriate and deserving of a failing grade if you took a business administration class where in a case study you instead decided to write about why Marx and Engels were right. And I don't know whether this is a bad faith attempt to rescue a grade on the part of the student. It's certainly a bad faith attempt on the part of the people who are taking up this cause and broadcasting it, though. Because of a psychology course where students are being taught the academic, and specifically the field consensus about gender and gender identity, is no longer protected by academic freedom. If religious freedom and freedom of expression trump the actual transmission of knowledge, then everyone who works at a college and university is in for a world of trouble.